you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, Lindsey, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
50, 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 50.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Yellow. Check 25. Yellow.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Kill. 12. 26. Rush in.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And shutting him off, now open field. The 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Philip Lindsey, 68 yards. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. A shotgun snap for Luck. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. Hey, 15. Defense all day. All day.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
36-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with a give to Allen. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mexico. Watch twist. Check 37. Check. Ready.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing is Locke. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's go. Do you tighten up? Mike's 50. Go. Come on. Let's keep moving. Convert. Mike's 50.
They snap it to Locke. And Jeffrey's got it. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
We got 4.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Mike 50.
Now Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Mike's 50.
He's back to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. And how about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play? I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
I got you. I got you. 50's the mic. 50's
Back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final minute. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2, try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Allen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground with Allen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Hey, Ripley. Me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike, 50.
Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And some space here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. One final try for Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL